Hi everybody, Yvonne Intuitive here for January 10th, 2024. Is that right? 2024. I'm doing some more predictions. I actually got one question in the chat last week about UFOs, so I'm answering that question today. And also some other questions that I wanted to ask and find answers to. So I thought we would do that. I'm using for that reading, I am using the Rider-Waite Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then I'm going to do a 3-card pick. And the 3-card pick, I'm going to use this deck, the Golden Insights Oracle. I love that deck. I think it is actually really accurate and really a lot of fun. It's really, it really just provides a lot of different answers that I'm like, wow, makes me, things that make you go, makes me go, when I use that deck. But they're accurate and they're always pretty much spot on. So before we get started, I want to remind you that this is for entertainment purposes only. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel because it really does help. And I appreciate everyone stopping by. Please feel free to leave me questions for, next week. And let's get started. The first question that I'm going to answer is, will ETs reveal themselves to the planet this year? Will they reveal themselves to the planet this year? Not just to a few people, okay, but to all of humanity in such a way that no one will be able to doubt their existence. So let's just shuffle the cards here and let's see and think about that. It's funny as I'm shuffling, and I'm going to pull some, okay, one card just fell out. I kind of like it. As I'm shuffling here, I heard, this is what I heard. Hold on, let me pull the cards. Wow. Okay, very, very interesting. As I was shuffling the cards, the first thing I heard is, of course, we have already revealed ourselves in the sense of we work with you every day. You've seen us in the sky. You obviously have footage of us. This isn't really, in a way it's a secret and in a way it's not. So, but this year, will it be a big reveal? I'm going to say no. But here's why. First card that came up is this Page of Cups card. This card represents like a dream state. It represents maybe a message that you need to be discerning about, like you get bad information about something. So this card to me represents, kind of like a pretty basic emotional kind of response, but it's more of a fantasy-like response. And this is kind of making me think that, yes, we reveal ourselves, but we reveal ourselves currently and through 2024 with your intuition. And you may see, again, you might see things flying around, but it's not to the point where, and it won't be to the point this year where, like the governments, have to say, oh yeah, that's it. This is hands down, we can't deny this anymore. We can't put this under the in the dark anymore. So I'm going to say for this year, no. I then got the 4 of Cups. This is, again, I'm looking at this card. Here they are. They're not being revealed quite yet. Okay. I think a lot of readers, and I'm also getting the feeling too, that it's probably going to be more like the end of 2025 or 2026 when we're really ready. And I also wanted to add in another component that I thought about with that, and I kind of hate to say this, but I have to say, I'm going to go there. With the presidential election this year in the United States, I do not think that anybody in the government is looking to start, pursuing any type of, ET, exploration or anything if it doesn't need to be, okay? But again, here we are waiting. We're sitting here. We're looking at these cups. They're out here. They're behind us, but they're not quite ready to come through this year. And but they are going to come through at some point. Absolutely. Again, I'm thinking 2025, and I mean like late 2025 or 2026. I'm certainly not the first person to say that, but I do feel that, and it's actually going to be. It's funny because this is a very nice. They're like, we're waiting to have this type of a reception, okay, where we can see eye to eye with you and we can exchange information. Also, even the health part is sticking out to me. Like, not only do we give you guys inspiration on new like pharmaceuticals and new ways to, new things for health, things for space, new ideas to pursue and ways to get there. But yes, after this year, actually after 2024, and again, pushing more to 2025, the late 2025 or 2026, this card really makes me think that yes, that's when it's really, people are going to be focused on it. People are going to have time to focus on it, as far as those of us here, us earthlings. And, it's just one of those things that we really have to, as a collective, come together and really decide that that's what we want to have, that's what we want. To actually see them and work with them in a much more, one-on-one basis. But are they out there? Yes, I believe they're out there, but I also believe that they're already working with us, but they use our intuition, and they use our, to formulate and to get messages to us on really how to just make our world a better place, because they obviously have that, they have that knowledge, and they're sharing it with us. So that's my first question. My next question is, I know that Trump, I don't want to say I know, but I'm assuming he's going to win this Iowa primary. And I'm just wondering, I'd like to just get the energy going, just kind of read, what's this energy for this Iowa primary? What is this going to be like? I'm almost feeling that he's going to win that. But what is it, what's the energy around that whole Iowa caucus, that Iowa primary? This is very interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. These are like the candidates. They're all kind of holding themselves back. They kind of already know, I think, what the outcome's going to be. So they're not really, well, I'm not saying they're not really working hard. I'm sure if you talk to any of the candidates, they're going to tell you they're working very hard. I'm sure they are. But they're also they feel like they're kind of boxed in, okay? Then here comes this death card. This death card really represents change and transition, but I am not getting that it represents change and transition in somebody upsetting the apple cart in this Iowa election, this primary. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that Trump, as an outcome, is going to cross the finish line there, and that's what this card represents. It represents a celebration. It represents a graduation, a wedding, something, big like that, and I believe that he is going to cross the finish line, and this is also going to then mean that many of the candidates, if not all of them, start to really, here's the rough waters that they're in, and they're going to leave, and they're going to find smoother waters. They're going to decide that this particular, presidential election is not for them. And I think we're going to see real clearing of the House here. The House gets cleaned out with the people. So while I don't think that that's any different than what anyone is really kind of predicting, I do believe that, yes, that's, Trump will end up being the candidate out of the Iowa caucus, and that many people at that point will drop out of the race. It just won't have the funding at that point. I do want to go, though, a little bit further, and I want to say, as far as the election is concerned, I just do not see him on the ballot or having some type of issues or something. The image that I've been getting is like there's a cog in the wheel, like there's a wheel cog and it's spinning around, but the cogs are like breaking off, or they're not aligning. Okay, there is some type of energy that I'm getting, that I'm picking up on at this point. And it's still a long time out. I mean, the energy changes moment by moment, but I'm just not seeing that those, I don't see alignment in it for him. But we'll see, right? Time will tell. So the third question that I wanted to answer here is, will there be a Barbie sequel done? Two questions. One, will there be a Barbie sequel done? And second, will it be as good as the first movie? Now, I know actually a few people who absolutely refuse to see the movie. They think they know what it's about. I watched the movie. I totally enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it and I didn't listen to people and their opinions on it. And it really was. I found it to be a really good movie. And I was wondering, I wonder if there will be a sequel. So that's my first question here. So will there be a sequel? Yeah, I'm actually getting yes. This full card is coming up on the bottom of the deck here, and I'm going to take this card. They're getting ready to jump off, kind of like jump off into the universe, take that leap of faith. They're like, oh yeah, we definitely want to do one, and we feel very good about moving forward. I'm thinking they're a bit naive on it, but they're really not. I thought, well, maybe as the fool, they're kind of naive, and it's like, no, they fully know that they have like a high bar to reach as far as making it as good as or better than the original movie. So let's say there's a sequel coming, and will it be as good or better than the first movie, the first Barbie? So let's see. Will it be? Whoa, I do have the cards are flying around. I will tell you that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here they are working on it. I think they're already getting the ideas together and they're already working on it. And the people that they're working on it, I'm seeing like these are writers, producers, executive producers. People are really lining up around it. And really the pentacles represent work, money, wealth. They also represent health. And so, yeah, I think their feet are grounded and they're really ready to work on this. If they're actually working on it already, even if it's just some back behind the scenes, like getting ideas together, things like that. But everybody's happy about it. And they have a community following that, yeah, people are like, yeah, if you put it out there, we'd like to see it. So we've got that card. But then we have this, here's this, I'm looking this as an obstacle card. They know that they have a high bar to hurdle here. They know that there's a lot of work to be done. But they're also, I just heard they're very regimented in getting it done. They will meet that bar. I just heard they will meet that bar and they will do a really, really nice movie. And it will provide balance. It will really be a nice balanced movie. It's going to be much like the first movie where you just really kind of walked out of there feeling good about things. And, and they really addressed some societal issues but provided a level of balance with it. And they're going to do that again. And the outcome, of course, being here, this Ace of Wands card, a new creative beginning, almost sending things off into a whole new direction for the next sequel that we almost want to see even a third movie. So yeah, I think not only is there going to be another Barbie movie, but I think we're really going to actually enjoy it. It sounds like it'll be fun. So, okay. The next question that I have is, this is kind of a collective question with really the Russian people. I think we all know the answer, I think, which is, my question is, like, are the Russian people, like, are they ready to have this war end? Like, of course, I mean, I would think that they are, okay? If I were living there, that's at least how I would be personally feeling. But as a collective, have they had, like, enough of this war? And are they ready to, really be done with it? Yeah, in fact, look at this. Okay, first of all, they're all yearning for balance and justice and moving forward. They're like, you know what? They just want their lives back in balance, okay? And then these three cards coming up saying Tower moment, losing everything, it's losing health and wealth, fighting at all costs. They're like, this is really the energies behind everything going on, which is really, yeah, they know that, they feel it, but they also know that at some point, and hopefully sooner than later, it is going to, I'm not saying they're going to emerge the victors. I'm not saying that. The energy that I'm reading on is, are they ready for things to end? Yes, they are. They're ready for this to wrap up. This is interesting. This is somebody coming in back from winning a war, okay? I'm not saying that they're interested in winning a war, but they are interested in having it end and just moving forward back into this sense of balance and justice. So yeah, I think that kind of all goes without saying, but I just had a feeling I just wanted to, just kind of do a collective reading on it and see how they really feel about it. My last question here before we get to the 3-card pick a card is, what is the 2024 economy going to be like this year? Now, you can read economies on many levels. There's many things, much data you can take a look at and do a deep dive into. Inflation, interest rates, I mean, all kinds of things. But I'm just looking in general. How is the 2024 economy going to be here for the United States? I'm kind of just wondering, what we can expect. It seems like things are kind of settling down with inflation and with interest rates. And so, again, the cards are flipping all over here. So let's see. Oh, I'm picking these cards up and I'm going to continue to shuffle all of them. 2024 economy. Let's see what we can kind of expect from it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, really good cards, okay? First card I got is Temperance, and it comes into balance, okay? Balance, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, and the economy just starts to balance itself out. Not because it just balances on its own, but people are doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. The Fed and just everybody across the board, things are really starting to balance for us. And actually, I'm hearing for the world in more of a collective, for most of people, not everybody, but for most people, things are starting to really balance out. And that is really a good feeling. Moving forward with this Wheel of Fortune, this is positive, moving forward, positive. I'm seeing the wheel just kind of spinning around here, just like, yep, just like it's supposed to be. All the cogs are on this wheel, okay? Unlike the other reading where the cogs weren't lining up, all the cogs, it's a smooth cycle is what I'm hearing, a smooth rotating cycle. We then get this Nine of Pentacles card. This is a life of luxury. I'm not saying everybody's going to live a life of luxury. That's far from what I'm saying. However, the money is there. Interest rates are reasonable, inflation is stopping or, lowering, whatever, plateauing, whatever. And just the economy in general. Will some people have financial issues? Yes, absolutely. Will other people, it'll be the best year of their lives? Absolutely. But really just in general, it's going to be a nice, steady, moving forward where people are starting to feel, I just heard too, I was looking at these coins while I was reading this. People are going to feel a little bit extra change in their pocket, a little bit of extra money in their pocket. The last card I got here is the Star card. This, this star just, again, balance, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, water, land, being very balanced. And you know what? Look at this. The Temperance card. We have two really things coming into balance on a nice level where they haven't been in balance for maybe a while. So that's, I think that's really, really a good, message for all of us as far as the economy is concerned. Again, some people will do really well. Some people won't. I know that even during the Depression, millionaires were made. People, there were some people that made tons of money during the Depression. So, at least that's what my grandma told me. So anyway, but that's that. Now, as far as the 3-card pool, I'm using the Golden Insights Oracle cards. So let me pull 3 cards. Let's see what we get here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Think about whatever issue or whatever question you have. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Don't think too hard about which number you're going to pick. Just think 1, 2, or 3. Which card resonates with you? Okay. If you picked card 1, you got the Chess card. It says being strategic, thinking it through, power of the mind, a battle is unfolding. If you are one of the, I'm going to say the very few people where a battle is unfolding, consider this card, if you're forewarned, you're forearmed. So if you're one of the few people that you have a battle unfolding, realize being forewarned is being forearmed. So make sure that you are ready to strategize and think things through before you move forward. Now, that's it if you have a battle. Even if you don't have a battle unfolding, it may really be time for you to strategize on where you're moving to, where you're heading in the future. Think things through. And it's the power of your mind that our minds hold so much power in the sense of receiving the visions, turning those into dreams, turning those into reality, right? The vision turns into a dream, the dream into a reality through the work of our hands and the work of our, our physical bodies and moving forward. So it sounds like if you got this card, you're really ready to start to put some plans in place and to move forward. If you picked card 2, you got the B card. The B says hard work, teamwork, rewards for efforts, focus, and dedication. If you got this card, I just heard that you're as busy as, you may very well be as busy as a bee. So again, putting the work in, teamwork, working with people to get things done, and having the nice thing, rewards for our efforts. Isn't that nice? Sometimes you put an effort and you don't get a reward. The only reward you might get is knowing that, well, that didn't work, right? Although that's its own reward too. However, in this case, I'm getting the feeling for most of us here that if you pick number 2, it's, again, you're going to see some rewards for your hard work, which is always nice. And focus and dedication, focusing on your dreams, focusing on your visions, focusing on where you want to be. And this is something that just hit me, that it's not just for like next week, but this is like for this whole year, really. If you pick this card, it sounds like you really have some projects that you're working on that might take, 8, 9, 10 months, maybe the year, but they're going to be fruitful at the end. And if you picked card 3, you got Cupcake. And it says indulgence, personal satisfaction, treating yourself, and the sweet things in life. So if you got this card, it might be time to go out and buy yourself, something. Well, as my grandma used to say, she would send me like a few dollars when I was in college, and I'd open up, I'd get a couple dollars in a card from her, and she'd say, I sent you a few dollars to buy yourself a pretty. So maybe you buy yourself a pretty, and you treat yourself, you maybe feel personally satisfied, something's going on, and just maybe having some indulgence for yourself. Sometimes that's an indulgence. In fact, I have to be honest with you, last night, that indulgence was a candy bar, and I totally enjoyed it, and I totally enjoyed, I enjoyed it, and I took part of it, and I just totally enjoyed my candy bar last night, kind of like having a cupcake. So anyway, that's it. Those are the cards that I got for you this week. I will see you. Don't forget, Mondays, the shorts are the 3-card pick. On Tuesdays, Supergirl. Wednesdays are going to be predictions and answering questions on Wednesdays. And Thursdays are weekend readings. So to see you, today, and I'll see you tomorrow. So we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye, my friends. Talk to you later.